What's up, y'all, and welcome back to the channel Dual Economics. You're here with me, Mike, and my co-host Marcus back for this week's weekly rundown. Before we jump in everything, Marcus, go ahead and hit them with the disclaimer.
Yeah, we are not financial advisors. This is not financial advice. However, conversation must be initiated. So let's go ahead and get this thing started, man.
All about information, all about getting it out there. Like you said, we're not financial advisors, but we are here to inform you about information so you can make financial decisions once you have the information that we're giving you.
By yourself.
All right, if y'all with us, please appreciate y'all for coming, watching the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't. For today's topics, I think we're gonna try to make this real quick. See if we can get us about maybe 30 seconds a topic. We want to talk about some of the things that are going on in the world. You want to go first for this week, Marcus? Or you want me to go first?
You go ahead, man. You go ahead, man, because you got some interesting stuff. You got some interesting stuff I want to, because it ain't too much going on. Ain't too much going on
in the I think I got about three topics.
In the world.
I think I got about 3 topics pulled up. Do you have any?
I got
topics?
one. I got one topic.
All right, perfect. So let me go ahead and jump off the week, and then we can hit your one and come back. I think around the end of the video, we're gonna go ahead and do our top stock market picks, our top crypto picks for this month. So make sure y'all tune in for that at the end of the video. Nice little treat for everybody who stick with us.
Oh yeah.
Let me get the screen pulled up and right, y'all. Forgive me, I'm a little thirsty. Got to get right for y'all on this camera. But let me pull up my screen. Let's get to it. Let's get it.
I'm about to pull me a little something.
Let me switch this because I want to be able to see both of us. Perfect. Can you see that, bro?
In my carnival cup.
Can you see that?
Yep. Yeah.
While you pouring your drink, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. All right. So this week, the U.S. dollar was downgraded by Fitch from AAA credit rating to a AA plus credit rating. If you like,
when did we find out about this? When did we find out about this?
Fitch? You probably never heard of Fitch. So before we get into this article, I want to kind of give y'all an idea who Fitch is. Let's see here. All right. So we have what's known as the Big Three, which are the Big Three credit rating agencies used around the world. One of the biggest ones are S&P. I think the second biggest is Moody's, which are both based out of the United States. The third is going to be Fitch, which is has a headquarters in New York, but it's based out of London. They're controlled by a company known as Hearst. From my understanding, Hearst is a media company. I'm not gonna get into that too much. They got a bunch of business, a bunch of brands that they own. But from my understanding, they're a media company, and they do a lot of data analysis. So according to this company, which is one of the big credit rating bureaus for different countries, I guess, they're saying that the U.S. dollar credit rating is dropping. Marcus, before I scroll down to the article, do you already know the reasons why the credit rating is dropping? I think I do. I think our viewers probably do.
Probably because folks can't pay their bills. So if they can't pay their bills, if we can't pay our bills, the retail can't pay their bills, and government ain't getting no money.
Yep,
the banks ain't getting no money. If the banks ain't getting no money, then we go from what, AA plus to AAA? That's bad. Man,
we went from AAA to AA plus. But and what you saying pretty much.
So AAA is like the best.
Yeah.
And then, so AA is like middle, and then single A is like you just.
And what's crazy to me before we, like I said, I want to kind of speed through this. But what's crazy to me is we getting downgraded, but they calling it a AA plus like it's something good, but we getting downgraded for bad reasons. I want to scroll down.
That's where they put that plus there to make it look like, hey, y'all, it ain't that bad. We was in school, we used to get A's and then A plus, and then an A plus plus.
Exactly, they make it look like it's great. But going down to the actual article, though, it looks like you were right. They cited some of the reasons as the erosion of governance. Basically, they're saying that our government hasn't been maintaining the steady pace. It's basically been deteriorating over the past 20 years. They said the increase in our deficits over time, the fact that we keep extending and moving the debt ceiling, the rise in debt across America as the whole looks like. And another thing, bro, I'm trying to find it. Here it is right here. They said not Moody's, Fitch themselves said that they believe that we're going to end up slipping into a recession. And they're saying that basically their downgrade status, from my understanding, lasts for about 3 years. So they're expecting us to be in a recession within the next 3 years. And the only other time that I understand that the United States has been dropped down to this rating was during after the Great Recession. So it seems like
a recession within the next 3 years.
That's what they were saying. It's like we're going to be going through hard times through the next 3 years. And I think it's kind of crazy.
So what they doing? So what they doing now? So what they doing now then?
What do you mean by they?
You know what else? Like Jerome Powell, them this quantitative easing, like what are they? So basically, what the current administration in there doing right now is like, okay, we don't want this recession to happen on our hands, so we're gonna try to see if we could band-aid it up, patch it up, so we can make the next people have to deal with it, so it won't be on certain people's, in their history book where a recession happened during your tenure in office or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they're pushing out for 3 years. That's basically around the time where we said last video that
no. I agree with you saying. I agree to an extent, but no. And the reason I say no is because you're saying they, and then you mentioned Jerome Powell, whereas this is coming from Finch, not necessarily Federal Reserve or anything like that. So I agree with you.
But they get their data from there, though, don't they?
No, not necessarily. No, that's not the data that they're looking at.
They don't look at this. They don't look at this, and then it's like, okay, we got to switch some stuff up.
Nope. But from my understanding, this is
the logical thing.
Nah, because this ain't the data that they follow. Like I told you,
you see what I'm saying?
Jerome Powell really following the 2 year bond yield. It wouldn't be a reason for them to follow Finch. As a matter of fact, it'd probably be illegal if they directly follow Finch. That's a separate company, independent company that's just doing a review of credit.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like it don't work that way. Like you do stuff to build your credit or keep your credit good, but you don't necessarily wait for feedback from your credit report to necessarily show how you're gonna use your credit. It's like a reverse.
You know
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's just a credit score. United States credit score is going down because we, as a whole, owe too much money, which makes perfect sense. The same way a normal person's credit go down.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, with all the borrowing, higher debt ratio, your credit would drop. So that's what's going on basically for you.
And a lot of people just can't afford to take out loans right now, man. You know what I mean?
I do want to go go ahead and go to the next topic, but I want to quickly mention, and I always want to ask you, how do you think that's going to end up affecting crypto?
I think this. I don't know, man. Maybe, shoot. There isn't a lot of. So what? You got different coins that you have your borrowing and lending coins, protocols that, there isn't a centralized entity to tell you if you can participate or if you can borrow money here or not. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's one of the pluses of being in crypto and being able to borrow against your holdings, or you can take flash loans, you can take regular loans. You know what I'm saying? There's no barrier.
how would the United States dollar specifically being downgraded affect the crypto market?
Shoot, man, less liquidity in the market, man.
What I'm thinking, bro.
I guess like less liquidity coming into the crypto market, man. Because I
You know,
mean, that's if people can't pay their bills, if folks can't pay their bills right now, then like there are other essentials that people need
I think
other
you miss.
than
I think you're missing my question, bro. Because you know what I'm saying. People not being able to pay their bills. I understand that. That's kind of
uh
separate from the credit rating going down. You know what I'm saying? It seems like a
but
kind of
still,
separate thing. What I was like
I
referring
mean, but
to.
still though, but still, but I mean, but you
I'm not.
can't borrow money.
I'm not saying that you're not right. I'm just saying that seems a bit off topic from my question.
Okay, okay, okay. No, I mean, less liquidity coming into the market. I mean, that's how it's been the past year
I
ever
mean,
since FTX.
and I asked because
So
I go ahead, go ahead.
no. What you about to say? What you about to say? Go ahead.
I asked because of
Let's see.
course, I want to give the answer that I feel for stocks and metals. But what I was thinking was,
Uh huh.
if the United States dollar is being reduced as far as its credit rating, to me that shows me that other countries believe in the United States dollar. Not just countries, but other institutions believe in the United States dollar a little bit less. And I'm just saying, if they believe in the dollar a little bit less, that seems like a reason to invest less money in the dollar. Not necessarily saying right now, but in the upcoming future, it seems like less of a reason for other countries and institutions to want to invest in the dollar versus other asset choices. So for that reason,
Mm-hmm.
I expect more money, not to just say solely into crypto or anything like that, but I expect more money to move out of the United States dollars into other assets. Because I mean, would you want to hold the asset while you know that the rating of the asset is dropping while you have it?
Nah.
And I feel like if the rating going down, soon the asset value probably gonna end up going down. If I'm buying a car and if it's a 5 out of 5 star, and then that rating end up getting dropped down to a 3 star, I'm gonna feel a little different about choosing that as an
Yeah.
option. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Got you. Got you.
You know?
So yeah, I mean, shoot, yeah, man, it can flow. Shoot, man, it can flow into crypto, flow into stocks, really, anything that'll be able to retain its value. Oh yeah,
And
oh
I
yeah.
and I don't understand how you can have AA plus credit when you $1 trillion in debt. I guess you
That's
that sound like
crazy.
that sound like F minus to me, but I guess you're good until you go into default.
You ever got an
So
F minus before? F minus, jeez.
all right, bro. I think we've been on that topic a little bit too long, though. I didn't went to a whole nother screen that I got. Let's see what the next topic is. Yellow.
Let's see what we got.
Yellow, the truck driving company. Been around for a lot of years. I'm not really sure how long, but I'm sure y'all have probably seen a truck with these yellow signs on them. They actually used to look different, but got these yellow signs on them. From my understanding, they laid off about 30,000 people last week. I'm gonna let you speak, definitely, bro. But I just want to say, I've been telling you for the past year that Jerome Powell's gonna take jobs, and around sometime in 2023, we're gonna start seeing jobs decline, and people not gonna think it's a recession until they see this. Do you remember me saying that?
Yeah, you got it,
I mean,
man.
don't this cool, but
You got it. Yeah. But I mean, we've been waiting for this. We waiting for this to happen, man. Unfortunately, this is one of the bad parts about trying to get up out of this recession is, you know, Drone trying to see it. He trying to feel it. You know what I mean? You want to, okay, now it's happening. Now we can
that's
let
it.
loose a little bit. You know what I mean? But
Jerome definitely called it, and like we said, bro, it ain't too much that I want to show from this article or anything other than the fact that job losses are starting to happen. And I think everybody else in the past was talking about how a few hundred jobs, a few thousand jobs here. But now that we see 30,000 jobs being lost, and these are truck driving jobs, some of the people who drive the economy, I think this is proof that some of the stuff is starting to be undone. Some of the excess money is starting to go away. I know my dad, he drives truck. He used to drive 5 to 6 days a week. Now he's doing 2 to 3 days. So his days of work have been cut in half or less, and the pay per mile has also been cut. So I think a lot of truckers are feeling it right now. A lot of truckers starting to leave the industry right now. A lot of trucking companies
Yeah,
are
man.
shut down.
Oh yeah. Even where I'm working at, man, they they cutting hours. They're cutting hours, and I mean I can see it. So
Your
it's
job is 7 hours.
oh yeah, man, they laying people off. I don't
I
think
don't.
they're firing anybody. I don't think they're firing anybody, but they're laying people off, and they're like normally they would get like a crap ton of overtime. Like,
I
oh, that's
don't
done.
so no overtime. No overtime.
No overtime. It's the standard, this hour, it's the standard this hour from this hour shift. You know what I'm saying? So and that's for them. That's for them.
I
So
don't
but
know. I
it's
don't know if you
it's
want to say. I don't know if you want to say what the company is, or if you want to say the
mm,
industry or anything like that. Or so people will know kind of like what industry this is and kind of have an idea of how that's going to affect stuff. Do you want to say the industry?
drinks, drinks,
So the beverage industry
drinks,
is
and
it?
they got drinks, and they got and I mean, and it ties clearly with this article that's up
Hold
right
on, hold on,
now.
hold on. So this is a well-known beverage industry that you're talking about.
Yes, well
Okay,
known, well
so
known,
my thing that's another red flag.
well known.
Beverage industry is usually pretty solid industry. Let's say for instance, if you got your favorite drink and that drink is $1 or $2, normally if that drink goes up to 250 or if it increases by 50 cents, most people will still buy
Mm-hmm,
their favorite drink. So the
mm-hmm.
fact that we're seeing a drink place cut hours and potentially might end up laying off in the future, I feel like that's an even bigger red flag than this trucking company because usually companies such as like those beverage companies, they pretty much grow at a steady rate pace, and
Yeah,
there's
yep,
bad happens to the
yep.
economy.
Yep, like what's happening, what's happening now, and I see it. It's less trucks, overproduction. That's bad.
Yeah, it's getting tough. Let's see what we got next, bro.
So
What is
yeah, I
this?
think we may be. I think we may be feeling it, man. We may be feeling it, man. I mean, because I was thinking. I mean,
Have
I
you
knew we
heard?
weren't gonna see fireworks this year. I knew we weren't gonna see fireworks, but I mean, I was thinking at least, I mean, I guess we took a little leg up, but at the beginning of the year, but man, ever since Bitcoin went from like 15 to like 20, 25 or somewhere around there at the beginning of the year, it's just been it's been so boring, man. And
But see, bro. But this is the thing, though. I'm not saying this. I'm not the biggest advocate for crypto, but I do
Mhm,
believe there's gonna be some money moving out of the system, out of cash into something. We just did the article where we talked about the dollar credit rating basically going down. This is another
mhm,
thing. Most people hold their dollars inside of banks, and Wells Fargo right now is showing issues with deposits. If I'm not mistaken, within the last year, we done had issues with Wells Fargo deposits coming up missing. We done had issues with people I think being overcharged for cash out, plus a bunch of other bank stuff. You remember when we was out? We was out at my the thing before my wedding. What do you call it? I can't remember
I
right now.
forgot.
We was out to celebrate my wedding. We was all out having a nice time, and you wanted to go get some more money from your bank.
Yup, I wanted to take out. I wanted to take out. I wanted to take out $600, man. I want to take out $600. So I was trying to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Real good time. I go to the all right. First off, I go to the ATM in there. Can't get no money off of it. Then I'm like, okay, maybe that hey, it's one of these days. Let me just go to a regular bank. So I went Quick Trip. I went to Wells Fargo. I went to Wells Fargo, tried to
It
put
was
my
Wells
card in there,
Fargo.
couldn't take no money out. Yeah, I
That
went
was
to a
Wells
Wells
Fargo.
Fargo. No. My bank isn't through Wells Fargo, but the ATM that I went to was Wells Fargo. So I went to Wells Fargo. I couldn't take money out of there, so I called them.
Who was that particular bank?
Delta Community Credit Unions, credit union.
So that was a local credit union. So we
Yeah,
started.
it's a local credit union.
And I know with my bank, you can't get out more than $500 in a day if you're going to the ATM, and you can't get more than $3,000 if you're going in. So I know with my bank,
bro, all that stuff is crazy. All that stuff you shouldn't have.
Check
Why
out,
are we going through this?
I want to do some math in my head. $3,000 a day. You got. I'm gonna take out my calculator. I want to make sure I'm getting these numbers right. I'm thinking about like 90, but I just want to get these numbers right. Let's say $1 million. $1 million divided by
$1 million
divided by 3,000. So we're looking at 333 right above that. So if I had $1 million in the bank, and I went to my bank and I tried to get it out, it would take me, what was the number? 333 days to get it out. It would take me 333 days. That's almost a year if I went every single day. So let's say something was a hit, and I needed my money out real quick. And I needed it in
like
cash.
A cyber attack or something. Like a cyber attack would have happened.
Not only would it take, if a cyber attack was to happen, not only would it take me about a year to get the money out if I went every day, including the weekends, which is impossible because they don't open on Sundays at 9.
I mean, they open the Saturday morning till 12.
That's really neither here nor there. It would take about a year to get the money, but also if you got $1 million in the bank, only $250,000 is insured. So I would lose $750,000, and of the $250,000 that I am going to get, it would take me the whole season, whatever season it is. Let's say spring, let's say summer started today, or it would take me all summer to get my money, and I would lose 3/4 of it.
3/4 of your money is gone.
So I mean, like I said, bro, I can see some money moving around. Just a matter of time. We got viewers watching and stuff, but it's just a matter of time before the average person sees what's going on. You know.
Yeah.
Or making changes.
Like I said, man, and you know, I got my vendetta against banks, man. I do. Like I was talking to you about this before, man. If you got $60, so say if I got a kid and I want to give him $60 for his birthday, say his birthday January 1st. So I give him $60. We using a Bank of America account. So I give him $60, put in that account. I think the maintenance fee is like $5 or something, like $4 or $5, like $5 and some change, I think, or something like that. Man, if you hold that 60, your account will be at zero at the end of the year, bro. Just off of maintenance fees. Maintenance fees, bro. Like $60. You give $60. It's gonna be zero. It's gonna be just off maintenance fees. That's nah. My
thing is the bank used to pay you to hold your money. Now they charge you to hold your money.
And now
that's pretty much all. That's pretty much all the topics that I had covered from this week. I guess we can, excuse me, y'all. I guess we can go ahead and get into the last topic that you had. Then I want to kind of, like I said, get into our picks, our overall picks for the month.
Okay. Yeah, y'all. So it's not too much happening in the world of crypto. However,
if you're trying to share your screen,
see my screen.
Okay, I see.
You see it now. Okay, so there was one thing that happened today. Curve DAO, CRV. There was a huge hack earlier this week.
What is it?
Yeah, this is Curve DAO. This is CRV token. So let's go to Coin Market Cap, bro. So this is significant. This is significant. I don't. Yeah. So I don't hold this token. So it was a hack. It was an Ethereum hack, basically, and it was a through this coin, through Curve DAO. This is one of the coins that I've had my eye on for a little bit of some time. You see the look at that ICO, bro. But anyway,
hold on. So I'm assuming that this coin is on Ethereum.
Yeah,
chain
yeah.
or whatever it is.
This is an ERC20 coin, and it's also on different. So you got the layer twos. Those are like subnets that run on top of Ethereum since Ethereum's so slow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like so with Ethereum, you paying a whole lot of gas fees. You know the transaction, transaction speed and whatnot. So what you do is you go to a layer two, which I'm going to get into a later too um, after I'm finished covering these about this curve DAO hack. But anyway, but yeah, so basically you can run this. You can run this. Curve DAO runs on the Ethereum network. It runs on the Arbitrum network, and it runs on the Optimism network and Polygon network too. So those are like so all those is different networks on top of Ethereum to kind of help scale it a little bit more better.
So what was
But
the
yeah,
hack?
man. But we could. Oh yeah. Oh no. Don't worry. We gonna get into the hack. But I want to show y'all. Let's see. So the hack happened. It was earlier this week. It was like earlier this week. So let's see for the past week. Yeah. Yeah, we're down what? Let's see. Past week we're down what 1.1%. So currently right now, but look, right now the price probably like 61 cent. I mean it got down to what 50, got down to like 50 cents or so. So that would have been a good little snipe.
It's
We
like
was
a
able to
20%.
get that.
It is a 20% increase. But bro, I want to know like the news, bro. What happened? How did they
Oh yeah,
hack it?
oh yeah. So okay, so this is what happened. So several stable pools. So what curve? So let's get into what. Hold on, bro. Let's get into what curved out. Let's get into what curved out is first, so we can. So you can know. Yeah, so you can know what exactly it is. So when we going over some of this stuff, you'll have an idea. Where is Where they got? Let's see, max supply.
Bro,
Tracking
you
for
can
monthly.
find all that, and that's cool. Like I'm cool with saying it, but I would like to
Mhm.
know what happened. Like, did they
So what?
steal
All
the
right. So
coins?
look.
Did they add more coins? What happened?
No, sorry. So this is all right. Sorry. All right. So this is all right. This is crazy. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be a crazy little story. So let's see. We're gonna go through this article right here. The Curve DAO token has been on decline since Sunday after Viper devs identified a curve hack on a number of stable pools. So those are like stable coin. It's like you can stake your stable coins. So if you have USDC, you can pair it with Tether, and then that could create DAI. DAI is a decentralized stable coin also. So it's like pooling, you pool tokens together, add liquidity, you get a return, you get a return in return. So see, Viper took the tweet on July 30th and stated that PSA Viper versions 0.2, 1.3 are vulnerable to malfunctioning retracency locks. The investigation is ongoing, but any project relying on these versions should immediately reach out. So different pools in the Curve DAO were hacked. So see,
Or
while
did it
Curve
take?
Finance initially say what now?
I'm looking it up. I'm trying to see like what exactly happened. Did they take people money? Did they create fake coins? Like what
Yeah,
happened?
what they did was there was a hacker came through. There was a malfunction in the programming language of that specific pool. So the programming language was called Viper. See, on the 30th of July 2020, multiple Curve liquidity pools were exploited as a result of a latent vulnerability in the Viper compiler. While the bug was identified and patched, released, the impact to protocols using the vulnerable compliers was not realized at the time, and they were not explicitly notified. The
Okay,
vulnerability itself was an improperly implemented re-entrancy guard that could be bypassed under certain conditions, which we will delve into this point. So basically, it's like, so there's a dude giving this example, like you have a vending machine, and it's like you're withdrawing money from the vending machine, and then before you have time to take the money out, you hurry up and do another transaction, and then another one, then another one. It's kind of like you're front running it. So instead of getting that $1 out, you get like $1 million out in advance, $1 million instead of that one. Does that make sense?
yes, okay, but this is what I'm. This is what I want to know. Is this money
All right, go
being
ahead.
pulled? Is this money being pulled? Okay, so from my understanding of what you just said, the money is pulled together from different coins. So
Yes. Yes. So
is
you can have
it,
a so you can have the curve, you can have the curved DAO token. You can pull this curved DAO token with Ethereum. And they're
so
and they're separate pools that if you stake your curved DAO and you stake your Ethereum, you'll get a coin, you'll get this coin and this percentage of that coin in return.
let me go back. I want to check
So
something.
somebody found a hack, a vulnerability in the smart contract, and the smart contract that they were using was called Viper. So right here, so the different coding languages used on Ethereum. So right here you got C++, you got Python, Ruby, Go, Java, JavaScript, Rust, and much more. So it's basically one of
Oh,
these.
so so
And they
so
found a vulnerability. Go ahead,
I'm,
go
I'm
ahead.
looking at, I'm looking at an article on CoinDesk. Let me share my
Let's see what
screen.
you're looking at.
This mine? Can you see this CoinDesk article?
I can't see the article. Do the share screen. I'm on the
Oh,
Wells Fargo. It's
I
still
got
on
it.
the
I got
Wells
it.
Fargo app.
I'm finna move it over here to Wells Fargo. Can you
There it
see it
is.
now? Okay, cool. All right, so from what I'm seeing is the guy basically took folks' money off the exchange or whatever and offered a 10% bounty in order to return it to them. So
Mm-hmm.
when their money was locked up, I guess they was trying to get interest on their money, and while it was stuck there
Yeah,
before they could move it, the guy was rerouting it to himself instead.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool,
And
cool, cool,
check
cool.
this out. And check this out. And then so there was actually somebody that noticed that this hack was going on, right? So you had an MEV bot runner that was front running what the hacker was doing, and he was able to return some of that money to those pools that were hacked. So right here, so it says a white hat MEV bot operator named ETH, CoffeeBabe.eth ethically returned 2,879 Ethereum, roughly 5.4 million to Curve Finance. The bot
So,
front
so, so
ran a malicious hacker and secured the funds, which were later returned to Curve.
so that person who front run and decided to do the right thing of returning the money, he did the right thing. Don't get me wrong.
CoffeeBabe.eth.
But he
Uh-huh.
also had the option to take the money himself. Is that correct?
He also had it was possible.
So
He used a bot though. He used a bot to do
that's
it.
what I'm saying.
So
Using bots.
yeah,
So, bro, you don't think it's about to be a bunch of people front running transactions and stealing people money, especially now that they know about it, and also
yeah,
being
but there was a there was a but yeah, but see there was a this is the coding language right here. There was a hack or malfunction in this specific coding language. So when you're staking pools in Curve, you can have some pools that use you have the you have some pools that use different coding languages. So this particular coding language, Viper right here, this specific one had the vulnerability in it. And I
so
mean, bro,
so
as you can see,
so
like ain't
as long
nobody,
as there, as
you
long as
know,
there's a new hacker smart enough to figure out the coding language, anybody who's smart enough to figure out the coding language could potentially front run and steal money, especially if they got
possibly,
people
yeah,
to do it for them, which
yeah, yeah, yeah,
which are getting better and better by the day. So that's another
yeah.
reason for me to particularly be worried about crypto, especially being that's attached to something as big as Ethereum. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
also wondering, what if somebody was able to front run and instead of stealing money, what if they was to create some made up coin, which is there's plenty of altcoins. What if they were instead
Mm-hmm.
of take money off the market, what if they was to put it into one of those pools and convert it to Ethereum? At that point, they could water down Ethereum the same way that I believe that Tether is watering down Bitcoin, bro.
You think Tether's watering down Bitcoin?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, bro, it's possible, man. It's possible, but like I said, at the same time,
Finance is too.
I'm going off. I'm going off. I'm going off. I'm going off improper. You know, they should have had all the T's crossed before.
My thing is, you with this type of technology, you can say that they should have had their T's crossed, but it's hard for you to know that you don't have your T's crossed until somebody create the issue, and then you go back and fix it, hoping it ain't too much money missing. But now, to be honest,
but say what now?
To be honest, that's another reason for regulation. They probably gonna end up hiring that guy who gave back that money to try to figure out some stuff.
Who got that and try to yeah. They're gonna have to, man, because like I said, it's unless you can literally stop people from using DeFi. I mean, bro, I think stuff like this is going to happen all the time, man, and it happens. Price drops. It's going to recover back up. I don't think this is just going to stop DeFi. You know what I'm saying? It's a hack. I mean, this shit. You know what I'm saying? So
just like banks in the
even
hospital,
like even what 10, 20 years down the road, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure there's still going to be some hacks where. I mean, it's crazy how you got these dudes, man, who could just go through all this coding languages and pick out. It could be like, I guess it could be a letter or something. You know what I'm saying?
It's not just about that. It's how the code functions. But my point in bringing that up is, or saying what I'm saying on that, isn't necessarily to say do or don't invest or do or don't be in a certain sector or do and don't buy something else. It's just I'm saying that anytime you're investing, you gotta do risk management. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
You gotta do your due diligence, man. And honestly, man, it's always a risk when staking coins and when pooling coins. Like I'm not saying it's there's no risk. There's no risk to it, bro. It's a risk to all of this stuff. You know what I mean? And with me, even when trying to find different coins to get into like that, like Curve DAO is an that's like an ecosystem, man. Like if you're gonna be in it, you're gonna be, you're in it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not in Curve DAO to get, to make, insane gains. You know what I'm saying? You're in Curve DAO because you want to get a return on your money. And that's the place to go. I think Curve DAO is like probably one of the biggest Ethereum DAOs.
To me, that's like a version of staking.
That's basically what it is. You stake it.
You stake it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but no, man. But honestly, even with Curve though, it's like I said, it's like the OG. It's the OG DeFi platform on Ethereum. You know what I mean? So many people use Curve, man. I'm very familiar with it. It's still not one that I would. It's not. I'm not holding Curve DAO. I'm not staking in Curve DAO. I did do some research on it, man, because it seemed real intriguing, man, for real to be able to stake
and to stake my ETH. I don't care about popularity at all. It can be popular, but if it sounds like a scam, I don't touch it. And that to me, that sounds like another one of them scams.
One of those, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's not a. I don't think it's a. It's not a scam. There's
no way for you to know that. You can't say that it's not. There's no way for you to know that.
Curve is. I'm not. You're not. Nobody's not buying Curve to make gains. You're buying Curve because you're participating in the ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think there are better options.
That sound good, but that really don't. That don't hold.
No, I do, man, for real, man. Because like I said, man, you got serious people that use it, man. That they really use it.
Just because they're serious, and just because a lot of people agree with it, does not mean that it's not a scam. That's irrelevant. That don't match. But I mean, I probably definitely won't be touching Curve. But I mean, to each his own. Like I said, there's a lot of reward potentially that seems too risky to the point where it seems like a scam to me, and I wouldn't be surprised if in the future we start hearing some more stuff about Curve. It's just
I am staking the ETH. I am staking the ETH, but I don't have it pulled in any curved out pools. But I'm definitely staking it. Absolutely.
I'm not staking
you gotta
any
do something, but you gotta do something. You gotta do something with your ETH, man. You gotta do something with it. So for example, your state ETH. So you turn your ETH into state ETH. The state ETH is like a digital receipt, basically saying, okay, you own 1 ETH. In return, we're giving you this state ETH.
In the future,
with that state ETH,
that's a state ETH, which means in the future, which means that it doesn't exist yet, which means that you're buying something that does not exist yet, hoping that it will exist at a certain price in the future. I don't do.
Well, I mean, that's it. I appreciate you explaining it like that.
No, sir.
So you use that. Look, you use that state ETH. You use the ST ETH to participate in different. If you could get that ST ETH, then you can use it in Curve if you want to use it in Curve. Thank God I didn't.
I really don't want this video to turn into a video about me trying to prove why
you hate. I'm just telling you, bro.
No, bro. I'm trying to stay on topic because we're supposed to be doing these topics and then go into our top picks, and we already at 40 minutes. So
but that's just about it.
We're gonna in the next year this is gonna come up again. That sounds a bit scammy to me. That's all cool. All I'm just saying,
a little scammy.
But that sounds scammy. But let's go ahead and move forward to these top picks, though. Do you want to start, or you want me to start?
Ahead.
You want me to start?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Let's see what you're talking. Let's see what you're talking about.
Before I get into my top picks, I want to show them spring top picks. I couldn't find them, and I brought it back. I found them today, and I wanted to show you the games that we would have had we've been talking about this prior to starting this whole weekly rundown and dual economics campaign. So there's going to be a couple of starts I want to talk to y'all about that I want to take back in the spring for people to invest in. Then I'm going to go to my top picks for this month. And I guess we can continue with yours at that point. But let's get started. Come on. Shoot, two. All right. Can you see this, bro? Let me make it big.
Yeah, I see it.
All right.
I see it. This is Alphabet.
I want to make sure it's showing all of them. For you, it ends with Microsoft, so that's perfect. Okay. Trying to set my screens up, y'all. All right. So when I'm looking at stocks, this is everything that I look at. But when I'm purchasing, I like to look at P ratios. I like to look at the 52-week high, and I like to look at I set my price target among other things. If you all want to see the exact way that I picked in the future, we're going to be coming out with some courses that y'all can purchase, and we'll kind of explain how we pick stuff. But this is just some of the basic stuff that I look at without me going into too far into detail.
Hey, one more thing before you say anything else. And this is not financial advice.
Definitely not financial advice.
This is not financial advice.
I'm providing a tool that you guys may be able to use to help you make your decision. But do not make your decision based off of my decision or solely based off of my information. I'm just putting the information out there for you guys to develop tools in the future. All right.
Because hey, what aren't we? What aren't we?
Not financial.
What aren't we?
Financial champions, not advisors.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's stay on this though, bro. I want to get to this because there's a couple of them, and it's not my picks for this month. So I want to kind of breeze through these. Mm-hmm. All right, the first one is Tesla. Back in the spring, Tesla was at $142. At the time, I set my price target was anything below $242. Right now, Tesla is $254, which is above my price target. If you would have purchased, if I would have purchased at the time where I picked this Tesla stock, my average increase during that time period would have been about almost 80%. We're looking at right about. Let me switch to the screen so y'all can see this. We're looking at right about 80% right here. So what I do when I'm doing my basic rundown without going too in depth on it, Like I said, you can see the in-depth stuff when you pay for that later. The first way I pick my price target is I look at the 52-week high and low. For Tesla, it was 384. The low was 101. The number in between those two, the median number, the midpoint between those two, is normally going to be my price target, which is 242. Anything below 242, I'm buying. If I find the mid number in between my target and the 52-week low, that's normally going to be my mid range number, which is 140. Tesla had got down to 101, so I did grab a little bit, didn't grab as much as I wanted to. But like I said, if you purchased at the time, the money, I don't know how I got these numbers. This number isn't right. Oh, it got down to 101, but my price target was what was this? What was this right here? The current price on the day that I made the prediction was 142. Date of the exact prediction was 142. It did drop down some to 101, which would have been a perfect time to buy. You would have almost tripled your money. But if you would have bought on the day that I did my prediction, 80%, that's almost a double of your money. If you would have purchased Meta is at 310 right now. At the time, it was at 143. You would have did a little bit more than double your money. Nvidia was at 193. You would have more than doubled your money. Alphabet was at 99. It's now at 128. You did about a 29-30% increase. Microsoft was at 242. You would have went to 328, which is a 35% increase. This is in a less than 6-month period where you would have had an increase of at least 35% on the worst stock pick and at least doubling your money, almost tripling your money on the best stock pick. That's crazy. Looking at these prices right now, Tesla is above my old target range. Meta is above the old target range. Nvidia is now above the old target range. Alphabet is now above the old target range. And Microsoft is also above the old target range. Every single one of those. Technically, if I would have bought them, they would have been in a position where I'd have been selling, and looking at what I'm seeing right now, I probably would have been doubling my money on average. What you think about that, bro?
I like that, man. And you caught every single one of them. You know how critical I was of Meta, man.
Yeah, bro. I
was critical of Meta. I didn't think Meta would recover. I thought that was the end. I thought that was the end of Meta.
I caught him, but I didn't really do investing. This being that so much was going on with the market, I really just wanted to pick some stuff to see how accurate I would be going forward in a time where we felt like interest rates were going to stop being increased. And I just wanted to see how it would do with those picks. And I think me choosing those picks are some of the number one reasons that I agreed to do this channel with you, because I feel like it would have been cool if I would have captured something like that on video. And this has happened multiple times in the past. So, I feel like, when we be making these predictions, and I just seen you do the same thing.
And it happens, and it happens. It happens all the time, man. That's what drove us to make. That what drove us to make. I've been telling people about XRP for what? I said, just get it. Just non-financial advice. But I was like, just get it. But it passed what, 2-3 years?
Exactly.
2-3 years. About 2-3 years.
Before we jump into that though, bro, because I know you're ready to go and jump into those crypto options. I see that we right at about 48 minutes. So I want to spend about 2 minutes to go ahead and wrap up my picks right now for this month. And I want you to be able to go ahead and get into yours so we can get everything done on here for everybody in under an hour.
Cool.
All right, I'm switching to my current picks. Can you see this, bro?
No, I can't see. Put the screen on.
Okay. I hit the wrong button. That's good. Okay. So now these are my picks for this month. When I'm doing a pick for the year, when I tell people the picks I'm picking for the year for the next 6 months is normally my top tier. And I'm looking at something for just the month only and not far down in the future. It's normally what I'm picking based off the current status of the market. So right now, with the current status of the market, the majority of stocks are overpriced. So it's really hard to find many stocks that are a good buy right now. Of course, I like Palantir as a company moving forward for the next few years. I feel like Palantir, personally, I feel like Palantir should be worth about $30 right now or more. So even though it's around its highs, I'm buying a little bit of Palantir. My target price for Palantir is currently at $13 or below. Right now, Palantir is near its all-time highs, which it did last week, and it's still at $18.20. So if I was to see Palantir drop below $13 this month, I'm going to be jumping into that stock. But for right now, it's just more so a hold pattern for me, just based off of the market situation. But I may still buy just a little bit if I can't find any other buys. My next option is going to be Plug Power. Plug Power,
Pull up.
Plug Power is kind of near its 52-week low. The high was about $32. The low was about $8, and right now it's at right about $11 or $12. The reason that I'm choosing Plug Power, the company isn't profitable yet, but it's believed that the company may go into profitability this year. Um, they're down near their lows, and I believe in what they're doing as far as hydrogen fuel cells and fuel power. I believe that right now they're losing a little bit of money because the cost to produce hydrogen fuel is so high. But I feel like as new technology comes along to help produce hydrogen, that cost to Plug Power is going to go down. I did a video in the short about 2 weeks ago on the channel talking about iridium, hydrogen production, and how they're lowering the cost and how this is affecting iridium. So if they continue to lower that cost of hydrogen production, I do think Plug Power is going to end up becoming profitable. And I do feel like at some point in the future, the company could end up at the $30 range again. If it was to go from $11 to $30, we're looking at least we're looking at almost a triple of the money, 3x increase. As long as I can get at least 2x of that, I'd be cool. But if I see platinum and fuel cells taking off, hydrogen fuel cells taking off even more, I'm probably gonna hold it for the long run. My third
Yeah,
buy,
because them
go ahead.
plug power, they deal with the EV vehicles as well,
Yeah,
don't they?
they,
With
they,
the
they do dabble in it,
that
but they betting the majority of their money on hydrogen.
okay.
But they do doubt they. I mean, hydrogen is still EV though, so yeah, it's and EV still ain't caught on all that much, even though it's starting to happen. So I believe Plug Power is going to end up partnering with a bunch of companies and doing a lot of good stuff in the
You
future.
think plug? Hey, you think plug power? Remember we was having that conversation about how the 18-wheeler trucks are going to be made with the diesel, with hydrogen and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So you think that plug power could possibly play a role with the industrial trucks also, man.
Definitely, I think they're going to play a huge part of that, especially once Canada start importing hydrogen, which they already setting up the groundwork for when they start importing hydrogen from
Nice.
Germany. But yeah, but like I said, I don't want to
Shoot,
spend too much time on this.
I'm gonna add
You
these
want
to
to
my
get
watch
yours
list,
before the
man.
video ends. So my next
I
pick
wanna,
is Barrett Gold. The reason that I'm picking Barrett Gold right now is because the price to mine gold is about $1,000, but the price of gold itself is about $2,000. Price to mine silver is about $10 to $13, but the current price is about $25. I think the price of those could increase a lot in the future. So I think that the gold and metal miners are going to end up making a bunch more money in the future. That their profit margins are going to increase. Plus, outside of their profit margins, just naturally increasing, I think the metals are going to become highly, highly valuable in the next upcoming years, which is going to cause the stock to not explode, but potentially increase more or at a higher percentage than the price of the metals themselves. The fourth and last company on my list for this month is going to be Alphabet. Oh, and before I get into Alphabet, Barrett Gold is the only company. Barrett Gold and Plug Power are the only companies on this list that are lower than the target range. The fourth company, Alphabet, they're above the target range. I want them to go down a little bit. Even though they're above their target range, I don't think the current target range is too high right now. They got down to about 80 something, 90 something dollars at their lowest during I wouldn't say recession, but the last little crash that we had. I feel like Alphabet still has room to move. If I can get that stock back down on that $118, I'll start buying it again, bro.
Nice.
Yeah. I ain't want to just cut you off, bro, but like I said, I wanted to go ahead and get through those within
All
five
right.
minutes. We have another 5 minutes left, so I wanted you to
Oh
have
yeah, I'm
time.
gonna make y'all. I'm gonna make it quick, man. I'm gonna have to do a separate video on how I like to choose, different coins
As,
that I
as,
want
as
to
far
invest
as
in
as
and
far as
whatnot.
the specifics on how we choose, like I said, bro, we're gonna start putting those in the content that we end up creating and selling. We're gonna have courses for the specifics of how we pick stocks and coins. So make sure y'all stay on the lookout for that. But
Oh yeah.
go ahead and hit us with your top picks for this month, Marcus.
So yeah, so my top picks for the month. Well, I'm gonna make. We got to make this quick, but I guess there's a certain process I go through when I'm choosing new coins. Right now, I'm not really looking at new coins. I'm pretty much in what I'm in and just accumulating on dips. But I would say, let's see, three coins that I'm going to be on the lookout for this month and potentially the upcoming months coming ahead. Let's see. Let's start with RNDR. Let's start with render. This is one that I've been looking at for a very, very, very long time. I was able to, let's see, it's around
I
52
definitely should have
cents. So
pulled
I
up
want.
the charts.
What do you say now?
I definitely should have pulled up the charts. I had them set up on my screen when I was talking. I just
Oh yeah.
kind of forgot. But go ahead, do your thing, bro.
Oh yeah. So, but I got. Let's see. Render. I was able to scoop up a little bit of render, about 70. Let's see, 70 something cents around here. So I was able to just ride this wave up here, man. Just ride this wave. But this is definitely one that I'm looking at long term. Rent. So when I'm looking for coins, I like to get into the coins that have actual use case, like a realistic, logical use case. You know, there are a lot of projects coming out now. They just slap AI on the end of them, and then all of a sudden they're riding the AI narrative. So, no pun intended, but Render is one of those AI coins. It is a let's see, what is what exactly does render do? So you can have an idea of what I do when I'm looking at these coins. Render is a distributed GPU rendering network built on top of the Ethereum blockchain, aiming to connect artists and studios in need of GPU compute power with mining partners willing to rent their GPU capabilities out. So as you can see, there's use case with the token. You hold the token, you're able to buy GPU rendering, GPU rendering, and you're able to, artists can come up with all the kind of artsy things they want. So with render, let's see, let's go back to the chart. So right now, let's see, it looks like there's a little bit of support here. So we go to so we got on this little support line right here. So that's about 163 or so. So it's 164. So I mean, even with this one right here, if we lose 160, we lose 163, then we're coming down to this. See what's that? That's about one somewhere around here, about the 120 something. So this is one that I'm going to be, if if it breaks this support, I could potentially be picking some up around this little area right here. So this is one that I have my eye on right here for the week. See my other two that I have. So renders one. Let's see, let's go ahead and go. Y'all know we gotta talk about XRP. Y'all go check out that XRP video I just made. Basically, we breaking down the court case. But yeah, XRP. So see XRP for the month. I mean, as you can see, bro, look, this is why I've been telling everybody, look, XRP, 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 XRP. Look what could have happened. Look what you could have did, bro. Look at that. There's another one I done caught about the past few years. So with this one right here, I mean, it's we just went straight up right here. So I mean, bro, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. XRP could potentially get back. Sheesh, you see that, man? So we can possibly get about 50. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So we can get about 53 cent on this is the yearly chart on XRP. We can potentially get to about 53 cent back into that little range again. So if you miss this pump right here, shoot, you may have a little opportunity to grab some of it like around this
So, so,
53
so
if
basically,
we
so
keep
basically
falling.
over the next month, you hoping that XRP can go down a little bit so you can buy in a little bit more.
Oh yeah, I mean, bro. Bro. Like I said, I have XRP. I have XRP that I bought like at 32 cent, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, but if we can get down here around this 50, around this 53 area, if we lose this, because this is just a straight line up. There's no kind of it looks like there's a little support right here. You got to go to the full chart and able to see it. So yeah, it looks like there's some support right up around this
Not to
area
cut you off,
over
bro.
here.
Not to cut you off. I want to put this out there. I want to put this idea out for you and the viewers. I think it would be nice for our next I think it'd be nice for our next video next month where we talk about our top stocks. I think we should both give each other our lists, stocks, crypto coins, and all that stuff. I think we should give each other our list before the video starts, like a day or so before. And I feel like let's say I pick 4 stocks, you should come up with reasons to not necessarily dispute why I should pick those stocks, but you should come up with everything that you can find wrong with those stocks. And I should be able to justify that. And I feel like you ought to start sending me your coins, and I find everything wrong with your coins, and then and you try to justify that. That way we can ensure that each other are picking the top quality stuff. Not to say that you're not, and not to say that I'm not.
Yeah.
I feel like we just go.
Yeah. No. That makes sense. No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So, but Quant, is this the third one, Quant?
Yeah. This is the third one too. This is the third one that I'm looking at. QNT. So I've been man. QNT.
I heard you mention QNT a couple times.
Yeah, man. I've been mentioning QNT for a long time. This is one of my long ones. I'm holding this one. I'm gonna hold this one. But I mean, bro, I believe they have so let's see. I want to bring this up real quick. Let's see. So look, Quant collaborations, bro. Check this out. Quant, the blockchain for finance pioneer today. This is June 13th, June 16th, 2023. Announced his role as part of the vendor team for Project Rosalind. The project, led by the Bank for International Settlements and Bank of England, explored how application programming interfaces could be used for central bank digital currency systems.
And I see below they talking about using it for retail payment.
Yeah. So this, like I said, this is one of the ones, bro. This one of them. This Quant is one of them ones, man, where it's like, okay,
so that is something to watch.
Wait. Yeah, so this is one of the ones where I'm like, okay, wait for dips, buy the dips. So like this one right here is just, bro, this thing's just been sideways action. We got a little pump early in the year and whatnot, but bro, for the most part, it's just been within this $120 to $100 area. I mean, it got to like 90 or 98. It got to like 98. So not a $98 Quant, man, is that's a beautiful thing right there. So if it goes down to
it looked like everywhere on that screen, if it's in the red, it looks like a good time to buy. But my question to you,
perfect time to buy.
How are they determining where that line turns red at? What are they using to determine that?
What you mean?
That graph you showing?
Oh, talking about this. Well, no, this is a line graph, man. Mostly, I don't know.
No. Go back to that. I think you're not listening to my question. What are they using? The area that's red, and there's an area that's green.
It's right here, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. What is the determining factor between what's green and red?
Those are the moving averages, right? And volume also. So no. So red is the price. So you can also look. This is price. You can also go to
No,
market
bro.
cap.
No. Listen to what I'm saying, bro. On this chart right here, there's a portion that's red. Everything on here is the price. There's a portion that's red, and there's a portion that's green. Do you know? I mean, if you don't, that's fine. Do you know what they're using to determine what's red and green? I see it's a line right here at 126 or whatever this is. Do you know what they're using to create this line, or what that line is right here? There's like,
I don't know if I'm mistaken. If I'm mistaken, that's like a moving average, isn't it?
Bro, no.
If I'm not mistaken,
those lines are the price. But I have no idea what that 126 is. Do you see that on anywhere else on the screen?
What his dash line is, right? What his dash line? I gotta figure out what that is.
Yeah,
too.
I have no idea. I would like to know why certain parts are green and certain parts are red. It just kind of threw me off.
So, but I mean, hey, I will say this though. If you buy in the red and you hold, it goes over that. It goes over that green line.
What it
Like,
that's what it looked like.
Yeah,
and
so
I was thinking about if I buy.
Right here.
If I was thinking about if I buy, it'd be perfect to get it in the red. I would just like to know, like, without looking at this chart, that I'm indeed buying it in the red and what's this based off of. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. I see what you're saying. So, but yeah, man. So this is one of my, this is one of those ones, QNT. So if QNT can get to 100, that's a good buy, and anything below 100 is perfect. And yeah, so that's pretty much. And another, before we wrap it up, one more thing that I look at when I'm choosing coins for my portfolio is tokenomics. If you watch the last video I posted, the XRP video, token allocation is going to be huge for determining whether or not certain coins or securities, and certain, some are not. Tokens that are sold to investors or to institutional, or by institutional players, those are considered securities. If those coins are sold over third-party exchanges like Coinbase or so, they're not considered securities. So one thing, you got to be aware of is tokenomics and token allocations for many of these coins, especially with the past Ripple case ruling. So, but yeah, token supply definitely,
Since you saying that, I don't know if we're about to wrap it up, but I do want to mention this since you're saying that they should probably use tokenomics. I mean, we can give you all these tools or whatnot. And like I said, we definitely going to be coming with courses that y'all can purchase in the future, kind of see what we're doing and get the information and the tools that we use. But always keep in mind, you're going to hear us say this all the time. We're not financial advisors. We're a couple guys with opinions that differ slightly. We like to use our difference in opinions to kind of sharpen each other's education on what's going on. Hold on one second, brother. You got a lot going on right there. We try to use each other's opinions to kind of sharpen each other's education and knowledge of the different subjects. Y'all gonna hear me a lot criticizing markets on crypto because it ain't a straight criticism. I just want to learn. I have to ask questions to learn. If it's asking me questions, I'm gonna welcome those questions because it's all about sharing knowledge and becoming the best trader that we can be based off of the knowledge that we have. Not financial advisors, but we are people who are trying to learn and build knowledge. Did you have anything you wanted to add to that, Marcus?
Jeez, that's it. I got a reaction from you with that quant, man. You may have to get you a little bit of quant, man, for real now. For real. I think I opened up your mind to some QNT, man. I think I opened up your mind to some QNT.
You did, but you also know that I'm big on research, so I will be doing research.
Yeah.
More than likely, I don't know too much information on it, but I'm gonna have something for you on the next video, some type of information or some type of developed opinion on it, because I'm gonna try to figure out stuff. I'm assuming like the rest of the audience is doing, trying to figure it out.
Yeah, man. So, we're gonna get this thing right, man. We're gonna get this
Before we
thing
go,
right.
because I want to make sure we get everything before we end it. We're gonna have those courses coming through for y'all. If y'all interested in paper trading, we got some links down. We're gonna add some links down low in the video for y'all. There's gonna be some links. If you like what Mark is talking about, you can click on his links. If you like what I'm talking about, you can click on my links. It's going to be, a lot of links are going to be the same, but you can kind of support your favorite host. We got a lot coming for y'all. Make sure y'all comment in the bottom of the video. Any particular subjects that y'all want to hear?
I am gonna be doing some free crypto giveaways in a few down few months in the future. So I will be doing that. Just honestly, I can say type a 5 in the comments. Whoever types a 5 in the comments, they get 40 XRP or something like that. So it's just tune in, like, subscribe, check us out, ride with us on this journey, and definitely give back to the people that are supporting for sure.
I mean, we appreciate y'all. Marcus believes that XRP is going to 100x. So
take over the world. Yeah, take over the world. XR, yeah.
for him to even offer that is him basically offering y'all a piece of the world that was to happen. So
for real talk, man. Hey, bro, 61 cent, man. That thing go to $500, man. We all rich. I ain't made all y'all rich, not financially.
And I feel like I said, not financial advice. I feel like we've learned a lot. And I feel like our biggest goal is to just share the information that we've learned with other people. And hopefully somebody can make some more money. Hopefully somebody can get some gains. Hopefully somebody can get some of the same results that we're seeing. So make sure y'all follow. Make sure y'all liking. Make sure y'all subscribing. Hit the notification bell for newer videos. We got a lot to come. A lot more coming. This is the weekly rundown. We try to every now and then drop videos in a week. We're gonna have more of those coming. But outside of that, as far as the rundown goes, what's happening in the market and weekly updates, we'll see y'all next Sunday, and we out.